Wimbledon's first appearance of the season on Match of the Day, and since we last saw them, there's been quite a radical change in personnel. The likes of Fashanu and Scales have gone, players like Earl and Holdsworth on their way back from injury, and recent arrivals include the Millwall pair, Kenny Cunningham and John Goodman, who make their debuts today at right back and up front respectively. Central defenders Andy Thorne, who rejoined the Dons from their landlord's Palace, and Alan Reeves, signed from Rochdale. The Norwegian international Leonardsen in midfield, and at number 9 Efen Ikoku, signed from Norwich and a substitute for Nigeria on Wednesday. One man who went off in that England game, Rob Lee, is fit to play for Newcastle, although his damaged left hand is bandaged. He should know his way around Selhurst Park. He played 6 seasons here with Charlton when they were the tenants of Crystal Palace, and he was recently voted 3rd in the all-time Charlton Hall of Fame behind Derek Hales and Sam Bartram. Well, Lee's England colleagues Steve Howie and Peter Beardsley are also in the Newcastle lineup, and back from international duty as well are goalkeeper Pavel Cernicek of the Czech Republic, Mark Hottiger of Switzerland, and number 27 Philippe Albert, who's been away with Belgium. Barry Venison returns after missing 12 games through injury. One of our strictest referees, Philip Don, and he is well known to a certain Mr. Vinnie Jones because he refereed him back in Vinnie's Wealdstone days. Newcastle kick off in white shorts today. They've never won away to Wimbledon, but they do have the backing this afternoon of no fewer than 8,000 travelling supporters. Peacock. That's Warren Barton, and Rule Fox starting on the left. Could be to have a run at Cunningham, the new right back. Here's Kitson. Kenny Cunningham, who's just come from Millwall. And you'll get used to these Wimbledon numbers. There are several in the 30s and in the 20s. And they have the first free kick. Here's Ikoku. Cleared by Fox towards Kitson. Reeves. Header on by Barton. And a touch here. It's Clark! What a start for Wimbledon! Andy Clark! And didn't he take it well? It's his first goal of the season. And Reeves takes the free kick. Warren Barton heads it on. A touch from Leonardsen. And there's Andy Clark steering it left foot past Cernicek. A really tidy finish here by the Wimbledon number 7. And the goal coming after barely a minute. Well, they've really swelled the atmosphere here, the Newcastle fans, at a ground which sometimes seems rather sparse when Wimbledon play, but this is Kitson. It's not sparse today. Here's Fox. It's a corner. John Goodman has gone off for a stitch or two, I think, in his calf. Corner to Newcastle. Howie's up there, so is Peacock. Cleared by Cunningham. Beresford. This is Albert. Kitson. Albert again. To his right is Howie. Still makes the game look so easy, Peter Beardsley. Fox. Oh, Vinnie Jones. Right in front of the referee. And this is a free kick in a dangerous position. It's Rule Fox on the ball and Vinnie Jones is late. Wimbledon are going to have to make a substitution. Mick Harford is on, John Goodman is off. It's a dangerous position for them though. 20 yards. And that's Fox to Beardsley. Good save by Seggers. Beardsley reflects that in his gesture. He knew that was on its way in. And Hans Seggers, one of the best shot stoppers in the business, gets down with his left hand there. That was a good save. Fox will take the corner. Peacock and Kitson in the near post area. It goes long. Here comes Howie. John Goodman's debut for Wimbledon, lasting barely 17 minutes. He's off. Mick Harford, the veteran, is on, wearing number 25, playing up front. This is Warren Barton. Akoku. Now Jones. Here's Fox, seeing a lot of the ball. Beresford outside him. Fox again. This is Kitson! Well, Newcastle are certainly seeing plenty of the play at the moment. That's an early one for Kitson, and well taken again by Seggers. That's Mick Harford, 35 years old. That's Clark, and that's number 35, Leonardson. Oh, and Akoku offside though, wouldn't have counted. It was well worth a try. Well, Kevin Keegan knew he was in for a hectic game today, and that's the way it's turning out. He's got a lot of respect for Joe Kinnear and Wimbledon. Here's Venison. Fox, good ball, Lee. Oh, Seggers just got a hand to it. He had to turn it over from Rob Lee. It's a decent strike by the England man. Fingertips. Clark. That's a good run again by Leonardson from midfield. Akoku now. Clark is coming to his left and Hottiger didn't get there in time. Clark's cross. Leonardson! Akoku! 2-0 to Wimbledon. And the speed of that attack left Newcastle breathless and pulled apart. Akoku plays it to Clark. Hottiger isn't there, is he? Clark's got the space. Great cross. Leonardson against the post, and Akoku from nearly on the line. Andy Clark figures again. That's a really good ball with his left foot. Leonardson's header hits the post, and that's where strikers poach goals. Efan Akoku with his third for Wimbledon. And with 27 minutes gone, the Premiership leaders find themselves 2 goals behind, and Cernicek could only watch him tuck it in. Well, Philip Don's right next to the incident. Akoku. Caught by Venison, and Harford shoves Venison off the ball. It's all happening here. Look at that. That's Elkins on Lee, and that's a booking. That's a yellow card for Gary Elkins. And Wimbledon are furious because they feel that there was a tackle earlier, and now a yellow card is shown, I think also to Akoku for arguing. That's the foul by Elkins. But in the aftermath, it looked to me as if Philip Don showed the yellow card to Akoku as well. Beresford. Fox. Howie's in there, Beardsley's in there! There's a goal for Newcastle! Peter Beardsley! They've got one back, just inside the half hour. Fox here, curls the cross in, Howie is up there with the header, and it ran to Beardsley, and what a volley. He doesn't miss from there. And we're back at 2-1 in a match which in the first half hour has had just about everything. Beardsley, who scored 5 times against Wimbledon last season in the 2 Premiership games. It's a lucky ground this for him. Scored here against Palace the other week, and that's a beauty. Fox. Kitson. Fox again. This is Beardsley. Can't get it. This is Lee. Beardsley. Venison is square of him. Reeves cuts across him. Oh, look at the back pass from Elkins. Seggers did well. Nick Harford up there now. Albert. Lee. Oh, look at Beardsley. Kitson's in there, and it's somehow gone in, possibly off the Wimbledon player. Kitson got a touch, I think, as well, and it's 2-2. But Beardsley makes it possible. Curls it past Seggers. Now then, Kitson is in there with Thorne, and Reeves can't help it going over the line. Well, Beardsley made a lovely run. Seggers thought he'd got him, but he hadn't. And over it goes, Kitson and Thorne together, and Reeves can't stop it going in. It's 2-2 with 32 minutes gone, and Newcastle have come back from 2-0 down. Nicely done, Warren Barton up against Beresford. Cunningham joins him from behind. Now Jones. That's Harford, an ex-Newcastle player, in fact. One of his many clubs. Here's Clark. Got to be very careful here. Clark's beaten him again. No, he hasn't. Back pass, though. Leonardson. That's a good cross, too. There's Barton. Oh, and Harford! And Wimbledon have gone 3-2. It's Mick Harford. The substitute scores against his old club. And it's Leonardson again with a beautiful cross, picking out Warren Barton. There's the header, and the second one from Mick Harford. The Norwegian delivered that perfectly onto the head of Barton. And the second header, well, Mick Harford's made a career out of those, and it's still going on at the age of 35. He makes it 3-2 after 36 minutes. Elkins, oh, Beardsley's through! Oh, he's foxed the keeper and missed! I don't think I saw that properly. I wouldn't have believed that was possible with Beardsley. It's a mistake by Gary Elkins. He falls over. He actually does the hard part here. He's got Seggers on the ground, and he steered it the wrong side of the post. Otherwise it was 3-3. Oh dear, that one won't go on the Beardsley video. Barton and Ekoku into the body of Peacock. Corner. Possibly the last action this of the first half. It's played short to Warren Barton. Well, the end of a gripping first half. Wimbledon 2 goals up through Clark and Ekoku, then Newcastle turning it round. Beardsley scored one and made one to make it 2-2. Harford 3-2 for Wimbledon, and Beardsley's miss made sure it stayed that way at half-time. This was an exciting game last season in the Premiership. Wimbledon won 4-2 here. Today it's 3-2, and here they are again with Clark. Clark. Got past Hottiger again, the flag's up. Referee says play an advantage, Wimbledon have the ball, good decision. Ekoku nearly in, it's Harford! Saved by Cernicek and hooked away by Albert. Jones. Put up. Books coming out. Yellow card, Vinnie Jones. Philip Don, the referee, was about 3 yards away from the incident. It's footer, but he played the ball and then the flailing foot caught back the Newcastle player and Jones was booked. Play on, he had the ball, Kitson, but he went down under challenge. Referee Don applied an advantage because Newcastle had possession, but Kitson is still down. So Alan Reeves is booked for the tackle on Kitson, even though the referee allowed the play to go on and then came back to the incident. Kitson's having to go off as a result of the tackle. Now the big question for Kevin Keegan is, can Kitson come back? Or does he have to think, as he does, have to think about using Stephen Watson? It's Beardsley. Oh, it's a great try, and it's just over. And the ground rings with applause. Peter Beardsley didn't wait for the challenge, he lobbed the ball over the goalkeeper, but just over the bar. And a substitution for Newcastle. Stephen Watson is on, the under-21 international, to replace the injured Paul Kitson, and Steve Howie has been pushed up. And good running on the right by Hottiger. Beardsley's on the near post. Fox is there! Oh, a good save again by Seggers. Newcastle threatening to pull it back to 3-3. The overlapping player here is the Swiss Hottiger, and there's Rule Fox's header, and an instant save by Seggers. Watson. There's Fox again, and Seggers again. That little duel is won by the goalkeeper. Second time Rule Fox got into a good heading position. Ekoku. He's done well there. Referee with his hands behind his back. Players picking themselves up, no complaints, Fox. Leonardson won it back, Jones to Ekoku, Barton wants it played to the right, Ekoku goes on his own, Ekoku, good save by Cernicek. That might have put it beyond Newcastle's reach. Efan Ekoku, now there's going to be another booking. Yellow card has been shown by Phil Don to John Beresford. Ekoku will be reflecting on that last opportunity, that's for sure. That would have made it 4-2. Oh, and now trouble here. And the yellow card and the red card. He's off. He'd already been booked, it's the second offence. And Vinnie Jones, for the 8th time in his career, is ordered from the field. It's the second offence for Vinnie Jones. The ball is in front of Robert Lee. Jones comes in behind him and he takes him by the right leg. And Jones, for his second bookable offence, 2 foul tackles, is sent off the field. This is Venison. Plenty of striped shirts again, full-time defending job. Now that was Kenny Cunningham, and Wimbledon on his debut are less than 5 minutes away from 3 points. This is Warren Barton. Ekoku looking from the far side for a cross. Oh, it's a penalty! It's got to be a penalty. Venison just chopped him down. And it's going to be a penalty to Wimbledon. Warren Barton on his way, but he's not in the most threatening part of the penalty area here. And really, I don't see any need for Venison to make that tackle there. But he did, and it's a penalty, and nobody argued. Saved by Cernicek and over the bar by Ekoku. The goalkeeper read it right. And Barton had his kick saved. Mind you, look how he moved miles before it was taken. I have to quibble a little bit with Philip Don here. Beardsley. Thorne's head around. And 3 points for the 10 men. Wimbledon showing again their fighting spirit. Standing as Newcastle lose for only the second time in 15 Premiership matches this season. Cernicek excelled himself too with a couple of second-half saves. A final score at Selhurst Park of Wimbledon 3, Newcastle United 2. Do you think there's a danger that you might run into a bad spell, because you started so well, didn't you?
Well, there's always that danger, but we're confident enough. You know, we came here and lost one game, and nothing to be ashamed of losing to Wimbledon. You know, they upset a few teams along the way, and we've got to try and bounce back as quick as we can, as I say.
Managed to stick 4 against Villa, stuck another 3 in today. We're looking very positive, and yeah, I was pleased with the overall performance. I was delighted. 7 goals in the last 2 matches.
A mixed day for you. I've got to ask you first of all about the sending off.
Well, it was a second booking, but the first booking was unbelievable. I mean, the ball's come out from nowhere. I've tried to bring it down, and the lads tried to chest it. I never even see him, and he's booked me. But we just counted up. We got about 8 or 9 booked here, and when you look at the penalty, Venison don't get booked or sent off. You know, so we're asking ourselves questions. You know, and I hope, Alan Anson or whoever can answer this, because we can't. You know, it's so difficult. Playing now.
Your thoughts on Vinny coming up in a moment, Alan.
In a minute.
But first and foremost, I mean, there were temptations a few weeks ago to write Wimbledon off. That would have been a mistake, and they played as much good football as Newcastle today.
They played terrifically well today, and Newcastle played the part as well. I can't ever remember a game to have so many chances. There were 47 goal attempts, which is unbelievable. The 2 keepers played fantastically well. I was impressed with Wimbledon today. Like you say, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I thought they were heading for the Ensley First Division, but not now. They played really well.
Now, what about Vinny? Should he have gone off?
Well, I've got some sympathy for what they say, because inconsistencies are rife this season. The Venison challenge for the penalty is a classic example. 1 week red, the next week yellow, today no card. But it's a bad argument to say, because he's got away with it, why shouldn't I get away with it? And I thought Vincent Jones was reckless today. This is the first challenge, it's in Real Fox. Now, number 1 priority, stay on your feet. But he dives in, no contact with the ball, brings him down. He's lucky not to be booked there. This is his first booking. Misjudges it, his eyes on the ball, feet goes up. I thought he was desperate and lucky to be booked there. But
even for that push afterwards.
Well, maybe, but I thought his eye was in the ball. But he's winding the crowd up, and in actual fact, he's winding himself up now. Rightly or wrongly, if he has been booked, and he was booked, then he's got to stay on his feet. Robert Lee going nowhere. He goes diving in again. No contact with the ball again. It's just reckless. If you've been booked, as I say, rightly or wrongly, stay on your feet. And this is the end result. He's watching from the sideline. And it really marred a great performance, because I've got to say, on the day, he played really well as well. Not just for his tackling, his enthusiasm, he used the ball quite well.
Some other thoughts now on Wimbledon's play today. I mean, they attacked well.
I think they've got great pace, and when you use great pace, to good effect, then you're going to cause anybody trouble. They've got the boy Clark, who is very, very quick. Leonardson here is the first one to break. This is a Wimbledon second goal. If you watch him, when he breaks down, he's off. Now you've got Clark and Hottager, and it develops in a race between these two. Leonardson gets it, he plays it to Ekoku. There's only 3 men involved in this Wimbledon move. Now how's the race going here? We pick it up again. It's 50-50 who's going to win it. But this boy Clark on the left-hand side has got so much pace that when Ekoku plays it, it's actually a bad pass, because he plays it far too far wide. But Clark's won the race. He delivers a great ball to the back post. Leonardson comes in, it's a good head down. hits the post, Lukaku reacts quickly and it's in the back of the net. And as I say, 3 men involved in that move. But watch Warren Barton here. This is what we're talking about, breaking at great speed. Look at him. Segas has got the ball. This is a terrific move. He plays it right into Lukaku. Terrific first touch. Barnes on his way. It's over the top. He's into the space. It's a great attack. Peacock heads it. Vincent Jones comes in. Lays a lovely ball off to the left-hand side to Clark. And he makes a hash of it. But I mean, if we're talking about Schmeichel to Hughes to Kanchelskis, we'd be talking about brilliant play.
Typical Manchester United.
Well,
would
it
say.
was, you know, it was good stuff. It was controlled pace and good football.
Yeah, it was good stuff to watch.